Good Sunday evening, everybody. As always, hope you all had a great weekend. My weekend was not bad at all. Let's see what we got here. Nate's going to go mow his lawn. He's going to be a little late. Cool, Nate. That's fine. At least Ann's in here. Hello, dear. Bill, how you doing? Yep, you got time to get coffee, Bill. We're going to be here for a while. So just want to say thank you to everybody for stopping by this evening and hanging out with me. I did drop the link there if anybody wants to come up. We'll get things going. Had a fairly productive weekend. Went down and hung out with Twisted V Twin Garage yesterday evening, right before his live stream. That's why I was late getting into his live stream yesterday. I was driving home and then went and had my normal breakfast on Sunday morning. That was awesome. And then just did some stuff around the house here. Hey, Ben, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in, buddy. Did shoot a new cooking video, so that'll be coming out Wednesday. Hope you all enjoy this one. I enjoyed making it. Of course, it's food, so how can you not enjoy making it? Dun, 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 dun. So, all right. Anyways, let's see what we got going on. We got Mater down here in the basement. Bring him up. Hey, Mater, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, Ed?
Just loving life, brother. That's all we can do.
Well, right now it's quite humid here, and we've been having some rain throughout the day from this hurricane that's showing up over there in Louisiana.
Yeah, we had some rain come through too. Not from the hurricane, just it was popping in.
Right.
So, and then yes, the humidity is just god awful here. I mean, it's
yeah. That it's like I tell everybody, it's not hot. It's the humidity that makes it worse.
Yeah.
I mean, you can. Yeah. I mean, I've been out to Vegas, okay, and I've walked around out there, and it's like 120 degrees out, and I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt, but it's a dry heat.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a difference between a high humid heat and a low humid heat.
Right.
So what kind of trouble have you been getting into today?
Actually, I just went to the grocery store, made a cooking video, pedaled in the garage a little bit before the humidity got too bad. Of course, went to breakfast as I always do on Sunday mornings. But
go see your favorite waitress.
Both two waitresses. I love them both. They're awesome.
Go see both your girlfriends.
Yeah, just friends. They take great care of me. They love me.
Oh yeah.
At least I hope they do. I don't know, but I'll probably get in trouble for leaving tips the way I do. But
again, you're doing that still.
Still, yes, still. Hey, Brandon.
Bad boy.
Hey, Lisa.
Oh, Brandon's here.
Yep. Seen VA lady come in. Mudster, how you doing? Yeah, I left like $3 in quarters today underneath the tablecloth, and probably 3 or 4 more singles folded up in different places.
Do you ever look at your quarters?
Some, yeah.
Because I'm getting more and more to I've been into the coin stuff, and of course dollar bills and everything for many years, but I'm still looking for the West Point quarters. I didn't know if you've ever noticed that or not.
No.
Yeah, 2019, 2020, from what I understand, they how we've got all the new quarters and everything came out. Well, you've got Philadelphia, Denver, San Francisco mints. Those are your 3 main ones. Well, those 2 particular years, West Point minted. And they have the W on them. And I mean, it was only certain ones. But those quarters are worth around $20 to $25 a piece. It's collectability wise. And I'm going, okay, I'm still wanting to find one.
I'll have to watch my quarters from now on then.
Yep.
But no, actually the waitresses kind of like me hiding it, like I call it a scavenger hunt.
Yeah.
Because when I don't do it, they're like, "Was you mad? Didn't we do? Did you didn't leave? You didn't do anything. You just left it on the table." I'm like, "Well, I just so."
Yeah. At least you don't do it like what customers did at a place called Crystal Pizza over in Irving.
Mm-hmm.
They would literally take their cup and put all the quarters and pennies, nickels, dimes inside of it, put the placemat and everything on top of it, and mind you, this is still got full of water and whatever drink.
Mm-hmm.
Flip the thing over, set it down on the table, pull the placemat out, and the only way that they could get that off of there was literally just pull the whole cup up and right into all over the place.
We used to do that until we ran into a waitress that knew the trick of how to get it off the table without, getting in. No, all she did is she'd bring the tray over for the dirty dishes,
right?
Slip it under the edge of the table and jerk it off, pull it right in, and it just dumps it right in the tray. And she's like, "I'll pick wet money out. It spends."
Yeah.
Lawnmower Detective, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for stopping in.
But yeah, I know that's what a lot of people would do and everything. But like, okay.
Yeah, I don't do anything malicious. I just, every once in a while, like if I don't use my butter knife or something like that, they got these little tall vases with flowers in them. I'll just stick it down in there, because it fits down in just perfectly so far and stops, stuff like that,
Make them do a treasure hunt.
Yeah, well, but they got to, after doing that a few times, they come pick my dishes up before I left and go, "Where's your fork? Where's your spoon?" It would never be dirty dishes. It'd always be something I didn't use.
Right.
Hey, Junkyard, how you doing, buddy?
Well, I know Chris and I, we had a pretty good day. Getting up and got to church this morning and good service. Then afterwards, we went going to do a little shopping. A couple things I had to go pick up. I'm not going to say where because remember when I had that auction for noodly bits?
Yeah.
Okay. And the person that went up getting the birdhouse. Okay. Well, I told them, well, I'm going to put a couple extra things in there. Well, today I went up going and getting a couple of items. And it's like, I'm not going to say where because it's going to spoil it if he ever finds out. There's a couple things that he's mentioned in the past. It's like, okay, fine. So I got a couple items. We did that. We went going to, Taco Bell. We went to Taco Bell for lunch and came home, did a few things, and took a nap. And it's like, okay, it's time to get up make sure you're up for Ed.
Yeah, I had another contractor come in today this afternoon to give me an estimate on my roof, since the insurance company and everybody and the other contractors being a jerk.
You're still working on that?
Mm-hmm.
You've been working on that since what? Last year?
April.
Gee.
Yeah, the insurance
done by now.
Well, the insurance company will pay to have it patched. Where the shingles blew off. The original contractor says that the shingles that are around the patch areas are not stable enough to patch that area. They'll end up having to replace the whole area. And as they do that, they're going to run into other areas that's going to need done. So they're saying the whole roof needs replaced. The insurance company won't do it. And so they're at it like a standstill. So, and I'm like, I went back to the contractor. I'm like, well, then just give me a price, of what it costs for the steel roof,
Right.
And they wanted they wanted like 3 times what the steel roof would cost.
Hey,
In my opinion, it was over $14,000 to have a steel roof put on my house. When I talked to the contractor that come today, I said, rough estimate, what do you think it's going to run? He said, well, let me price steel because the steel is dropping every day.
right.
He said, I said, well, the other contractor I had in gave an estimate to the insurance company of $14,000. He said, he looks at me and goes, excuse me? I said, yeah, that's what they told him it would cost. And he's like, you'll be well under half of that.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody in the chat.
Hi, Mark.
Hey.
You finally waking up?
No, I was in the garage finishing a motor and lost track of time.
So just another normal day.
Yeah, pretty much.
I do that almost all the time.
Didn't even get my shower yet or nothing, man.
Let me get my little squirt bottle out for you then. I'll give you a shower.
I need more than a squirt bottle. Jeez.
Okay, I'll get 2 of them then.
I'm going to need more now. You better get a tanker or something.
Dip tank. So what motor did you get going, Mark?
John's.
Okay.
Been a whole bunch of push tubes and everything. Didn't compensate for the lift on the cam, and but it's going now.
Was that one of them colors?
Yeah. Hey, how you doing, Donald?
Hey, Donald. How you doing?
But it's done, so it'll be at Stumptown running.
Good. My roof isn't that big. He didn't give me a square footage, what it would be cost, but yeah, he's quite competent that it's going to be under $8,000. So
That's good.
yeah, and like
You feeling better, Brandon? Hopefully he is.
He's going on vacation for 2 weeks here in September. So we're going to try to shoot for the end of September. And he said, hopefully by that time, the steel prices will come down even more. So
Save you some more money. That works.
yeah. Yeah, at least 26 gauge. Yeah. This guy here does the heavy gauge steel. It's not the, cheap stuff. So
Right.
If you could get a square footage from him, Ed, go up there to Mass Metals in Middlefield, Ohio, and that's where I bought all my steel at, and it was hard for anybody to beat his pricing.
yeah. Well, they were up on the roof for probably half hour, 45 minutes taking measurements and everything. So he was measuring out exact pieces, how many length pieces he needs of each stuff. Everything from 4-foot pieces to 22-foot long pieces.
Right. Hey, in fact, Donnie, how did you do at Hookstown?
And that the poll's on the 11th, Mark, not the 9th. Saturday
I thought
night.
it was the 10th.
It's Saturday night.
Okay.
Or Saturday afternoon. I just went back and looked on their Facebook page.
Okay.
I don't know how I got the 9th in my head, but that's like a Wednesday or Thursday.
Mm-hmm. Third and overall. That's a good deal. If you're in top 5, you're doing something.
Yep.
For the amount of tractors that are there.
I'll say, hey, third ain't bad. That's nothing to sneeze at.
Hey, Antonio.
I know some guys that when I was dirt track racing years ago, they never got a single win. Okay, they would finish second, third, fourth, but they were consistent doing that. And the guy, you never had one or two guys consistently winning and everything. But if you can consistently be in a certain position every week, you can get them points.
Yep.
And it's going to move you up.
Yep. Well, that's a good thing. A first and the second round, that's good, Donald. Hey, how you doing, Antonio?
Yeah, I'm heading home.
All right, we'll see you.
Okay.
Thanks.
See ya.
Hey, save them push rods for me.
The ones that I've been all to hell?
Oh, that motor ran good.
I know.
Got to send that a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ben, it'll be a little noisier, but I've had steel roofs on things before, and it'll be kind of sound deadening because they're gonna leave the asphalt shingles and stuff in place, so that'll.
But put the vapor barrier down. I got the vapor barrier on mine. Well, you wouldn't pick it up.
Yeah.
As long as they put the vapor barrier and all that, it'll hold the heat in and keep the heat out in summertime. But you don't really hear the rain or nothing.
Hey, Wayne. Antonio!
How you doing,
What's up,
Antonio?
man?
Hey everybody, how's it going?
Pretty good. How's your Toyota?
It's still in pieces.
Is it? You ain't got that thing fixed yet.
You try finding 22-year-old parts in a week.
It takes a minute.
Yeah,
I figure he might be getting slow in his old age getting that thing fixed.
yeah. He probably got a bunch of side work yet to do too.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not even. The doctor told me I have 3 to 6 months before I can do any of that crap again.
Oh,
Wow.
that's not good.
No.
And it's what, 2000?
Yeah,
I think I see some of those every now and there, around my area.
yeah, but trying to find one with a Millennium paint job is pretty impossible.
What's a Millennium paint job?
It's called Millennium Silver. It was specifically made for 2000.
Okay.
It's a very specific color.
So what parts you still trying to find for it?
I found the bumper, all the bumper pieces, the bumper valances, brackets, crush plate. I'm still looking for a grill. I'm still looking for emblems, driver's side door, and or if I can find a whole body, that would be easier. Quarter panels.
But,
If I see that, I'll let you know about it.
yeah, but
Yeah, well, it'd probably be some dude wants $1,000 for shipping or some crap.
I'll probably find someone that's got a big rig that probably is, going deadhead that way. Haul it out there for you.
That would be nice. I'm, in all honesty, I'm actually looking for an entire truck because I would prefer to take the body off of that vehicle, and then if I have to replace bumpers or whatever, I can, and then I'd have an entire chassis and frame and an engine as an extra. But it's not really easy to find a vehicle that maybe has bumper damage, but everything else is fine.
Right.
I can guarantee there ain't nothing up around this way like that.
No.
Right.
Not from 2000. My truck's a 2000. It's got cancer bad.
Right. Yeah. And there isn't any in junkyards in Arizona. The only thing that's left of any of them in there's only 2 in this state. and all they have left is the heads for the engine. That's it. The rest of the vehicle was either purchased or it was parted or it was scrapped.
See.
Wow.
And they're all the wrong color. They're all the color that nobody wants, which is the freaking white.
Sounds like you're gonna be doing some painting.
I don't mind painting. The problem is they're the wrong body. They're the base model body, so they don't even have usable bumpers for me because the SR5 Sports had an extended bumper and they had extended flares. They had parts that I can't find. I can't find the fender flares, and those are not sold anymore. And I can't find the moonroof deflector. I can't find the cargo rack. I can't find a rear hatch door. I don't really care if it was white or purple. It could be green. I'll paint it. But certain things like the rear hatch door, to get a complete door, I found them online like eBay, but people want like $3,000 for the door.
Jeez.
I'm not paying $3,000 for a door. I can buy a truck with an engine, a frame, and a body for $3,000.
Right.
That is ridiculous as far as, for a part like that is like, what do they think it is? 24 karat gold?
Yeah, because third gen Forerunners are the most sought after Forerunner ever made. So people think that they're worth gold because the parts are hard to find. So people will charge whatever the heck they want because they can eventually get the price by somebody that needs it that bad.
That is ridiculous.
And go ahead.
I say it's not costing them anything to just leave it sit there.
Right.
Prices will just go up on them because they get harder and harder to find.
Right, and I'm also looking for parts for the Limited that I just picked up because that's missing. The moonroof deflector is for that truck. It's missing that truck, and it's missing a portion of the roof rack. So that's what I need for that, and I'm also looking for suspension components for it because they're rusted out. And if I replace the rusted out components, then I should be fine because all the rust that I found is actually surface rust other than the front control arms. But it's kind of expected for a truck that's been in Detroit for 14 years of its life.
Ooh. Yeah.
Well, it's not as bad as you think, Mater. 14 years, and the only problem with it is control arms. The rest of it, the body, the frame, is actually rust. Doesn't have any rust on it, other than the rear axle, which looks like it got stuck in a snowstorm.
That's not bad then.
And a rear axle, I'm going to change out anyways because I'm putting the E-locker to the rear. So. But it's just certain parts aren't easy to find, and I definitely don't want anything from Ohio.
No.
That's just as bad as Detroit or New York or Missouri.
Florida.
We're in the Rust Belt, definitely.
Actually, Florida vehicles have less rust than most East Coast vehicles.
Really? I've heard
They
they
don't-
don't have the most.
No, because Florida doesn't use salt on the roads. They don't get snow.
True, but you got all the salt there and everything because Florida's, I mean, especially around Miami, towards the south. I mean, you're surrounded by nothing but ocean on both sides.
It's not the salty air that destroys frames. It's the ice and the salt on the road that's being kicked up by the tires and sandblasting the paint. That's what kills the paint and the frames.
So what you need is something from, say, South Texas.
Texas or any state, Oregon, Utah, Nevada. I'll take something from Florida because the likely chance it's going to have any rust is if they took it willing in the dunes.
Right. So a
But
lot
it's
of the southern states where we don't get all
Right.
the snow and everything.
Yeah, and I can't get anything from Flagstaff, Arizona, because they get more snow than in the entire state than certain states do.
Flagstaff gets a lot of snow. Wow.
Flagstaff and Prescott gets about 5 feet or more in a month or so at the end of the year.
Wow. I would not expect that much snow in Arizona.
It's high desert.
Yeah, it's like 4,000 or 5,000 feet up.
Ah, okay. Kind of like way the Rockies are over in like Colorado and Nevada and everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That I can understand. Okay.
But it's when it comes to the rust, it's actually the salt on the road. It sandblasts the paint, and then it gets behind the paint,
Right.
and then it just sits behind the paint, and then starts to rust, and then the paint falls off.
Where it starts getting that bubbly look to it.
Yeah.
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 I've definitely seen that.
I got most of the limited's undercarriage already painted.
Okay.
So the only thing it needs is control arms, and the control arms aren't rusted out. They're not nice to my liking, and I'll replace those when the bushings go, because those bushings, they go bad within like 60,000 miles anyways. So
what's wrong with the control arms that you don't like about them?
you can see the rust pitting on them, and when I painted everything under there, when I put a new steering rack on it, the paint didn't adhere properly, so that paint and that spot's flaking off. But they'll either break or the bushings will go bad, and I'll replace them anyways. I've got 4 sets of brand new control arms in my barn, so it's not like I need to buy any.
Okay. I was just wondering, as far as what was wrong with them. I mean, as far as why you say they're not to your liking. That's why I was just asking.
Compared to the truck that I wrecked that literally has not a single drop of rust on it, and it has its original paint, it's just
Right.
it just bothers me because I know that I can eat off of my truck. And it's one of those nitpicky things. Everybody's got a nitpicky thing.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I understand that.
Hey Ed, I finally got that Blade Runner belt that I spoke to you about like 9 months ago.
Oh, did it finally come in?
It finally came in. Yeah.
Yeah, God. Woo! 3-day shipping. Woo!
Right.
How long ago did you order it?
I ordered like 9 months from Napa. They couldn't find it anywhere, and when they finally found it, it had to come from, of all places, Cleveland, Ohio.
Wow.
It's because Ed's shop steals all of them. That's probably what it is.
Yep.
That could be a possibility. Wow. So what kind of belt?
Let me change the camera real quick.
Wayne, yeah, that's the same thing they use up there as the Landland, the like flood film.
Yeah.
That the flood film's some good stuff.
So here's the limited that I showed last time. I painted because it actually has a lift kit on it. It came with extended rock sliders and steps. I painted those again. Got all the rust off of those, which was like flash rusting. And then all the hardware, brand new rack, brand new brake lines, or not brake lines, but the high pressure line and the The return line for the rack are all brand new hardware. You can see that I painted it. I ran out of paint and I stopped like right here, so I only have like 4% left to paint.
Nice.
And then I stopped the oil leak. Funny thing is, the oil leak was the valve covers, which I knew, but there was an idiot at the shop, at the dealership I bought it from. They were like, oh, well, it's got a massive oil leak. You know why it had an oil leak? Because they didn't tighten the valve cover bolts.
Oh,
The bolts were literally so loose you can literally just twist them by hand and tighten them. And then I cleaned up the sway bar and painted that. And then if I show you the rear, so that one is destroyed. I actually got 2 new shocks. These are Lifts kit shocks, Bilsteins for 2003 to 2021. And that one over there, you can see it's leaking.
yep.
It's actually puking, and I had to get paint so I could clean the shock perches. And then the amount of rust that's on this is just this back here, which is actually not really that bad.
No, that's not bad at all.
It's still solid.
Yeah.
So just a little bit of cleaning. The only thing that is not fixable that I have to just replace, which I already found these parts, these bumper brackets are pretty bad, and the bumper itself and the tow hitch. Everything else is in pretty good condition other than this bushing, this body bushing. But the axle, the tires are actually way bigger than they're supposed to be. So when they put the spare under here, it was actually rubbing the arm. And the emergency brake or the parking brake don't work because it's not welded anymore. Which is not really a big deal because I don't use it here. It does have steel braided brake lines all over it. It's got brand new boots for the parking brakes. So instead of messing with this, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to remove it, put the E-Locker one in, and I'm going to strip all this paint off, and because you can see that paint is just flaking off.
Yep.
And I'm going to sandblast it, clean the axle, and then save it if it's ever needed, because it actually just looks like paint. It doesn't look like it's, falling apart. It's still solid axle. But this truck has it's got a 4-inch suspension lift with a 2-inch bigger tires. So it's got a 6-inch lift on it. And I just got done cleaning and conditioning all the seats. So it's not too bad. It's got brand new tires on it. But you can see somebody jerry-rigged the roof rack.
Good grief.
And and half of the roof rack is missing. There's supposed to be a piece that comes all the way back here. And this door has some rust in it. You can see where the handle's kind of rusty, so that needs... I'm going to end up replacing this door because it doesn't belong in this truck. This is a platinum door, and it's supposed to be a gold edition. Because this one right here is gold, and so is the front. And it doesn't match. If you're standing right next to it, this looks like a dark beige, and the truck is actually sand dune. So I got most of it cleaned up. Got the frame painted the best I could. And then the bumper needs a little bit of paint and love, but it drives good.
That's the big thing.
Yep.
I put a brand new the lines, the steering rack, the power steering pump, the line brackets. Power steering pump pulley and reservoir, everything was replaced. So, and here's the shocks that are for it, which is actually what's on the truck, the exact same shocks. Because whoever built the truck and lifted it, they put 2003 shocks in it, because 2003 to 2021 have a standard 4-inch lift for the frame, or suspension, which is just it's their standard stock height. The spare tires in here, there's one in the back, and then this one's off of the SR5. And I gotta clean. That's why I have a tote here. I'm working on cleaning. But the caliper's fine. Caliper's fine. Here's the busted steering knuckle that's broken. Brake line, ABS, which all things are easy to find. Well, the steering knuckle isn't, and Toyota wants $1,000 for that steering knuckle, and I told them to kiss my,
Mark Willie wanted to know if you were married, Antonio. I said yes. He has a great wife.
Yeah, I'm married.
She is very supportive of everything he does.
She actually helped me put that rack under when I wasn't supposed to be doing it.
Yeah.
How are you guys doing though?
I'm doing great. Just Mark looks like he's doing great.
Yep.
Hi, Bo.
I wound up getting the that tool in. I needed to change out the wheel bearings on that front tire on my motorcycle, and I got that all done yesterday. Matter of fact, Mark had started his live stream a little bit before I even got started on it, and by the time I got started and getting the bike up in the air and got it back down on the ground, I think it took me a little bit over an hour and a half to get everything done.
That's not bad.
No, considering the fact that for what I spent for the that Polar installer kit and the bearings themselves, that's about what it would have cost for me to take it to somebody. But I'm hungry. I want some chicken. But the fact is that, like I said, the guy was going to charge me, I think, about $65. I got my chain stuck up here to the tire now. But
I definitely would not want to see Mark's truck.
I've seen
Because I can't imagine there would be like 50 pounds worth of garbage bags from food while he's driving.
Oh, no.
Not
His
his truck.
truck is
No.
clean. No. But, Antonio, I'll be like this. For what I wound up spending, like I said, for what I spent on the bearings and getting that tool and doing it myself, it was been about the same amount as far as me taking to somebody. But like I said, it took me a little bit over an hour and a half, and never did
Right.
it. Okay, but if I take it to somebody, I would be looking anywhere from 4 to 5 hours of a day of me taking it to somebody and riding the bike down there, then waiting, maybe an hour or two for them to get it done, and then ride back. So I was going to be looking at about 4 or 5 hours that
Right.
would take someone else to do it. So I just did it on myself, and it's like, oh, I got plenty more time. I can do something else.
I do have a question for Mark, though, but he's muted.
You got your mic muted, Mark.
What would you charge if I found a truck? I found a truck, you know, a 4Runner. What would you charge to haul it to Arizona? If I do find one, does he not do that?
No, I don't go out to Arizona.
Oh, you don't? Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Look at me. Look at here, Missy. I'm the boss. Yeah. I'm the boss.
Are you like a state driver? Do you like drive around a specific state?
Mm-mm.
East Coast.
I run
Okay.
everything east of I-35.
Oh, gotcha.
That's my turnaround point. I'll go out to 35, and that's it.
Gotcha.
That's why I was lucky to get a chance to see him when he came to Dallas. I'm being paged. I'll be right back.
Texas was a good paying load.
It never hurts to ask.
No.
Nate said his brother just picked up a 4Runner.
Who?
Nate.
Oh, yeah. I think I saw something about that, a 2004 or something like that. Or it might have been newer. I think it might have been a 2010.
Well, Mark, I finally got my root beer, but it wasn't the IBC.
Mm.
I went to 3 different places and nobody had the IBC root beer.
I finally broke down and went and bought some Coke.
Yeah. I was to the point I was going to buy the generic root beer. Now I've seen the mug at the grocery store, and I'm like, I'm getting that.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I had homemade no loaf meatloaf.
Ooh, meatloaf.
I had homemade no loaf meatloaf.
How'd you do that?
I made it.
No loaf.
But it's not. It wasn't in a loaf pan, right?
Right.
Must have been like a sloppy Joe.
Kind of, yeah.
Well, you'll have to watch the video and find out.
Oh. Hey, how you doing, Shell?
Don't watch his video. That's a shameless plug. I'm just messing, Ed.
Wow. Show. That's kind of scary, Shell.
Crock pot. Yeah, I've seen people make meatloaf in crock pots too.
Yep. I've seen them do it crock pots and all kinds of different stuff. One of my favorites is the mini muffin, the big muffin, like make the mini like balls of meatloaf. But
Oh, that's AKA also known as meatballs.
yeah. but when I went to look for I have a pan. It's the bigger cupcake like pan.
Oh, okay.
I went to look for it, and it's nowhere to be found. I think I know where it's at, but it's no place to be found. Yeah, I would be scared too, Shell, if I got the bomb squad in there, taking out a suspected bomb.
Hey Nate, if you find out if it's like a 2000 or 2001 or 2, let me know. Let me know what he's asking, and if he's willing to sell it, I'll purchase it if it's a 3rd gen.
Hey, Patrick, how's it going?
Thanks, Ben. I'll promote anybody's videos. Heck, I was watching a bunch of videos.
I think this is the first time I've been on in a few weeks.
Hey, and what year? Okay, it's 2000 Toyota 4Runner, correct?
Yeah, it's a 2000. 2000 to 2002 are pretty identical.
Okay, I'm looking on my marketplace right now for my area. So it's a 4Runner 4x4, correct?
Yeah.
Is it the limited?
No, it's the SR5 Sport.
Okay, let me.
Oh Lordy, Bocce says nobody promotes her videos. Bocce, next Saturday night we're gonna have you up on panel, and we're gonna promote that to no other end. So you come up on panel Saturday night, and by golly, we will promote that to like no other end for you.
Yep. There you go. You got it. Next Saturday night live, 7 p.m. Twisted V Twin channel. Bocce will be up and she will promote every video she has out.
There you go. We'll put that spotlight right on you.
Center stage.
Yeah. I'll even blow it up big for it.
It'll be like the Brady Bunch, you know. We'll
There
just give
you
her
go.
we'll give her the center square.
Yeah.
Okay, you said yours is a SR5.
SR5 Sport. It's got a sport hood, extremely wide fender flares. It's silver with the bumpers and everything are silver.
2000 Toyota 4Runner SR5 Sport Utility 4-door. Complete vehicle. It is white.
I don't want white.
It's got the fender flares.
Depending on the fender flares, there's 3 different types. There's thin, there's ultra thin, and then there's really wide.
This one looks like it's wide because it looks like it's going to stick out about maybe 3 inches.
That's about right, yeah.
And I mean, it's got the full roof rack and everything. I'm looking at pictures of it right now.
What color is the interior?
Hang on, let me find pictures of that.
Okay.
I mean, the body color itself is white. Okay, it's got like a cloth interior.
What color?
Kind of a tan.
Oh yeah, it's not going to match anything in mine. Mine is cloth blue, and is it chrome bumpers or is it paint to match bumpers?
Looks like the front one is a painted, but I think the rear one was chrome. Yeah, the rear bumper is chrome.
So it's a pick apart.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, $4,000.
Yeah, but you're talking about at least $15,000 that's going to cost me to paint it.
But
It's not worth
it's
it.
a complete running vehicle.
Yeah, I'm not looking for a running vehicle. I'm looking for something that the engine has issues, or it's got a messed up bumper, and I can just take the body off of it.
All right, well, that's what I'm looking for right now. And you say you can't use a 2001, correct?
I can use a 2001 if it's silver. 2001 and 2, if they're silver, I can use. I don't want to have to paint it. I'm already looking at $11,000 worth of paint on mine. So if I find a complete truck with a body, I'm just going to take the body off.
There's a 2001. It's okay. Now this one's sitting in a junkyard. It looks like it's got the flares like you're talking about. The front bumper is chrome, and it's, from what I can tell, the looks like it might have some trim missing on the front, but the Toyota emblem in the center of the grille is missing out of it.
That's not really a big deal. I have that stuff.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I'm going to have to get out of here. Go
Later, Mark.
And stuff. And Bocce, 7 o'clock Saturday night. We're promoting you. Come on up on that panel, and you'll get promoted.
It's great to see you, Mark.
All right, we'll see you.
That's it, Mark.
Take it easy.
Yep, everybody take care.
So Bocce's going to finally come up and be on panel, huh?
If she wants her videos promoted, yeah, she has to. I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
If you
That's very true.
find some listings, Mater, you can always just send them to me on Facebook. Like
Okay.
just copy a link and send them.
Like I said, that's now you can't use anything older than 2000, correct?
Technically, I can use up to 1996, but the dashboard interior changed between 96 and 98. So, 99, 2000, 2001, and 2 I could use.
Okay.
I just would prefer it to be the Millennium Silver.
Well, I'm finding a bunch of parts right now and everything. That's why I was asking.
And I never even thought to look in Texas for parts.
Like I said, here something like that is going to be, see them all the time.
Get you old broad up. See you later.
Thank you.
hi, Mr. Briggs.
Sick.
Hey, Briggs.
How'd you sleep last night, Mr. Briggs?
Why?
He's not
My
wearing a
phone locked
headset
up.
today.
What's that?
He slept pretty good.
You're not wearing a headset today.
Oh no, I don't wear it all the time. But did you just say 15 grand to paint a vehicle? You can paint two semi trucks for that. I that's a pretty steep price. I don't think I've ever heard of that.
That's
That would be the cost of it being done correctly.
and that that's
Damn.
the limited paint and stuff too. That silver and stuff.
It's a rare paint. It'd have to be custom mixed and made, and whether I'm painting it myself or not, the parts and supplies for the paint is what's going to cost that, because it's a very light silver with a triple metal flake in it that's got 3 different color metal flakes in it.
Wow.
Nate. Yeah, no, Nate.
I could buy a 2020 Chevy Silverado with 25,000 miles for 25 grand. There ain't no way I'd spend 15 grand to paint a vehicle. Wow.
Well,
Great.
the auto body shop quoted me $11,000 just for paint and body.
Damn.
It was like $9,000 for the paint, and it was like $3,000 for the body. And to find the parts is the other problem for certain things.
Toyota parts are nutty to find. I know. I own one, so I know what you're going through there.
Right.
I still want those lower control arms if you ever see that guy.
Yeah, I spoke to him, but he's been really busy, and he told me he'd get back to me, and it's nothing I can really do about it.
Oh, yeah, I know. I'm just saying if he does, Damn, is it hot in his car or what?
Don't ask us. We're not there.
It is. We're going to take care of it right now. Car's behind me. Oh, well. Let's make it cool.
One way of doing it.
There you go.
Oh,
Hey, Riggs. Hey, Shell wants to know what route you drive for FedEx.
What's that?
Shell wants to know what route you drive for FedEx.
Whatever route they put me on. Why is that?
I don't know. She was just asking.
I do a different route every day, but I'm not driving for FedEx tonight. I'm on vacation, so.
All right.
no, they're not playing me dirty, Patrick. That's
different route every
what
night.
it costs. That's what it costs to paint a 22-year-old truck. Because that was what they quoted me. The $15,000 what it would cost me because I would have to make the paint myself. I mean, that's not really a lot. You go to a place like Counts Customs and they charge like $40,000-$50,000 for a paint job.
Hey, Briggs, that's why Shell was asking, because she works for FedEx Ground.
Oh, okay. Oh, I stay in one state. I'm in one state.
All right.
Hey, everybody, though, I gotta get going. I gotta go pick up my wife, and then I gotta get some other parts. I did find some other parts, so I'm gonna go pick them up.
All right, Anthony. I appreciate you stopping in, man. Thanks for the
I
update.
appreciate it. You guys have some fun. Be
All right.
safe.
See you, Antonio.
You too, buddy.
Later.
But, while I was saying with my mic off, if you guys want to see some good fishing video, go watch Nate's one with him and his wife catching that. That was like a 6.5 or almost 7 pound bass that she caught. And wow. Yeah, that was a big old fish. Okay, sorry, Nate. You don't do YouTube. I'm sorry. So, but
No, I'm not in. No, Crystal, I'm not in Elmira. That is not my terminal. There is no terminal in Elmira. They go by numbers. And there is no Elmira terminal. No, I don't do line haul. They're all line haul. No, I just stay in one state.
Hey, Patrick.
Yeah, 15 grand for paint. I'll tell you what. I know a guy that's got a 1959 Porsche. I can't remember what one of the oddball ones there. And his paint wasn't no 50. You know, there's some rare colors out there, but I've never heard $15,000 just for material rare. I've heard of 5,000, 6,000. I've heard that. 15, man, oh man, I'd be looking for a different manufacturer. I wouldn't be that worried about it. I'd be okay, let's buy the silver. It looks good and change the color. There ain't no way I'd pay that much for paint. There's no way in hell. There's just none.
I wouldn't change the color because the value of the vehicle is the color of that right. Limited edition color and stuff. Plus, you're talking a full SUV, not a little car. There's a lot. There's a lot.
If people, okay, but the way you got to like the color a lot. But I look at it this way: is that vehicle? They could say it's going to be worth go up in value, up. But to me, people that paid that much money for a vehicle like that you can't buy parts for. It's like me. I can't buy the parts for this Audi, or some of them are rare. This car was $52,000 new. It's only going to be worth. They don't go up in the value that much. And are you going to get that back out of it? And I don't think he has any plans of selling it. I mean, no. Someone might pay 20 grand for it, but I'd have to be on crack cocaine to pay 20 grand for a vehicle that's over 20 years old. That they make thousands of them.
Yeah, but that's his. I mean, that's.
Well, I know.
That's his vehicle. I mean, that's. You find the vehicle you want. Huh? Some people won't.
Well, I'm gonna say like on my motorcycle, my White Glide. I've got got them saddlebags and that tour pack I want painted for it. And we're talking. I'm only gonna need a quart of paint and the reducer and everything, plus the of course clear coat. We're only talking getting quart cans. And that includes the primer and reducer and everything for that. I'm looking at about $600 just to get everything just to paint those 3 items to match my bike.
Yeah.
Oh no!
It's all because of the color and everything. That's another thing that everybody has to figure in is the fact that some colors are going to cost more money. Okay, your white, your black, your white and black are basically your two basic colors. That's the cheapest. You start going to the other shades and start adding pearl to it or a metallic.
I think it's so.
That's going to raise the cost of it. And your
But black,
reds are going to be
black
much
is
bigger.
technically not a color, though.
Do what?
Black is technically not a color.
Well, it might be technically not a color, but it's still a color.
It's the absence of
lack of
color.
Right, it's the absence of color, but still, I mean, as far as the pigments and everything that has to go into making it, that it's one of the cheapest ones. Like I said, that and white. When you get into your reds, and oranges and yellows, that's where you're going to start paying more money for all that.
Yeah, I'm glad. It's like my Buick. My Buick. I actually got pulled. I'm gonna pull that out this week. I got to pull that old boy out. I haven't driven that in about 3 months. Time to dig it out. But that Buick, when I had that repainted, they were back to the original color. They wanted the materials was going to be like $4,000, and one just slightly different to it was $3,200. And then they found another one close to it, and that was I think they quoted me at $1,500. Guess what? I paid it the $1,500 color because I know that Buick is not a rare car.
Yeah.
Hi, Nate. How you doing, buddy?
So, Nate,
Mrs. Squirts?
Hi, how you doing?
oh, looks like
Good to
someone
see you.
finally woke up.
You all squeaky
How y'all
clean now,
doing?
Nate?
Yeah, I feel better. Had a long day, long weekend, a good weekend. Whenever I get a lot of stuff done, I feel accomplished and I'm happy with my weekend.
Yep.
That's
We
always a
went
good
fishing
feeling.
twice. I went out and set up the deer spot, threw some corn out, scouted out some more spots. Went fishing with the wife twice and mowed the grass. Good weekend.
She outfish you again?
Here,
Actually,
to try and
this
get
morning
it.
I caught the only fish, and it was only this big. But we were exploring more than anything. That new lake we found, we're exploring. It's freaking humongous.
Now, that's a freshwater lake you were in?
Apparently, it's one of the best freshwater lakes to fish in Florida right now. They built
Wow.
it and made all these canals and ditches and holes and all this like topography under the water. And they stocked it with 1 million bass. And then they left it for 7 years. You couldn't fish it for 7 years to let the fish, and plants and everything grow. And now when you go in there, dude, it's just every other cast is a freaking monster bass, dude. The record out there is 14 pounds.
Wow.
So, yeah, we're kind of hooked, literally.
Hey, Nate, when I say I got a lake over here by me that I've been hearing stories about guys going out there and they're catching, I think, 65-pound catfish.
Oh, yeah. Where you live at, Mater?
Just south of Dallas.
Texas.
Yep.
Everything's bigger in Texas. That don't count.
Yeah. But, I mean, we're talking also 6 feet in length on them catfish. Yeah. I'm going,
My
man.
brother's a catfishing, and I'm not a big fan of catfish.
I love catfish.
I like eating catfish.
Oh, did you
Now,
catch
my brother's
catfish,
wife
Hunter?
will make a catfish stew. It's the best damn thing you ever ate.
Man, you're talking about going out there, be able to get catch one of them suckers. I mean, you'd be able to have a fish fry for a couple of hundred people.
Ain't no joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I heard them big ones like that are not good eating at all.
You can, but you have to, because where they live they live so deep, and with everything that they eat, what you have to do is literally have to put them in clean water for I think it's up to a month or something like that. That way, it cleans their whole system out, and you have to constantly filter out the water and changing it. Because what you're doing is you're basically getting rid of all the bad stuff that they've got consumed in there, and that will change the taste of the meat and everything.
Mm-hmm. I could just shag on the catfish. I don't know. I like crappie myself.
We got. You seen the one Christine caught? She caught a nice
Mhm.
speck too.
Yeah. Well, my mom's little pond, we were catching some, as big as your hand. That's pretty decent size for around here,
My brother in South Carolina lives on the Santee Cooper River, and they got catfish in there. The record in there, believe it or not, is 112 pounds.
Wow.
And that was caught from land. Now my brother runs trout lines out there all the time and catches them 30, 40 pounds, but he has caught a 65 pounder out there. But the
Damn.
record's 100 pounds, and that's a flathead. That might be a blue. I can't remember. I think it's a flathead though.
Hi, Daryl.
Oh, let's let the mothballs out. Yep, there they go.
So, but
I'm actually pulling money out. Here, you want to take a picture of the serial number and buy something with it? There you go.
Asian coin hunter knows what I'm talking about. Kubion.
Kubion.
Yep. I've been kind of worried about how he's doing because last I heard, Ida will end up taking a little bit of a westerly turn, which means it's going to be, heading more towards him than what it was expected.
I don't know if Antonio saw my comment I put, but when they offered him that $15,000 paint job, did they offer lube too? I'm just curious. If he's still in the chat, answer that question. Did they offer that lube?
Hey,
Before they
I think it's high, but hey, if they want, doesn't seem high, but like you said, if it's his vehicle, he wants to do it.
$15,000. If I had a 57 Chevy in mint shape without no rust, I could get. Well, all right. If I was to paint my 71 Chevy with all the rust repair and everything on it, it'd probably be $15,000. But I promise you, his car or 4Runner doesn't look like that C10 does.
Oh yeah,
Putting
I mean,
body panels in and all kinds of shit.
oh yeah, I mean, Toyotas they're you either love them or hate. But believe me, if they told me $15,000, I could go a modern color for less. I'd go the modern color for less. That's just me because I'm cheap. I mean, because that 4Runner, it might not be worth $15,000. It might be worth more than $15,000 to him. But a lot of people would say, "Nah, I ain't paying that. I wouldn't pay I wouldn't pay $15,000 for a 20-some-year-old vehicle. They weren't that special to me."
I mean,
It's like
look at Mark and I. We put $5-10,000 into a little tractor. I mean,
yeah.
I can. I mean, I can see it happening. I mean, so.
Oh yeah,
I
but
tell you what, if I paid $15,000 and I went around that thing and I saw one damn imperfection, he'd be taking that damn thing right back in the damn paint booth. I can tell you that. I don't care how much I paid for that paint. He'd be painting it again.
Yep.
oh yeah.
Well, Briggs, hey, would you pay $1 million for a 50-year-old car,
Nope.
even though it might be worth about 10?
Nope.
I would.
I would. I'd be for what we're gonna do with it. You'd be free to drive down the street. What am I gonna do? Put it in a museum and go like this and put garage. Go. Oh, look at that. Oh, let's polish it up. No bullshit.
I know a half dozen guys right now have gotten offers from dealerships for $5,000 to $7,000 over book price on a 4-year-old truck.
I could buy a 2020 right now at a dealer right up there for $25,000 with an 8-foot bed that never has to be made, rear wheel drive, just like I like, V8 for $25,000 with 25,000 miles on it.
My brother last weekend, went to 4 or 5 different dealerships. One truck is what they had on the lots. That's it.
They got.
I'll sell you my truck, Ed. I'll even deliver. How much you willing to pay?
I ain't going to pay nothing, man. I'm happy with my ship boxes.
Hey, I love my Toyota T100. I'll drive till it dies. And guess what? It could use a paint job, on a little touch-up paint job. And guess what? If the paint, they told me $5,000 for the paint and $6,000 to paint it, I'd look at him and go, I'd get out a paint roller and paint it. It's a truck. I'm like you, like my truck. I think of it. It may not have. I detest rust. I will fix the rust and paint it with a paintbrush. I'll spray it with a rattle can as long as it ain't rusty.
That's what I did. $15.
My daily has more rust than sheet metal left. So, yeah.
Hey,
Briggs, what are you driving? The Camaro?
No, he's driving a Swiss. He's driving this custom designed Swiss cheese edition Chevy.
No, what are you driving?
What, me?
Right now, the
driving
Camaro?
No, I'm driving the TT Roadster convertible. I sold the Camaro.
Did you?
Yep.
GT Roadster convertible.
TT.
Audi TT
Audi
Roadster.
An Audi?
Yeah. Right there.
That does not
see?
seem like you, Mr. Briggs.
Look
I
at
seen
right
the steering
there.
wheel.
TT. Tourist trophy. Right there, man. There's the hoops right there. See? I'm in line in the ice cream store to wait to get my ice cream.
He's chasing the college girls.
Hey, look at the line for all the ice cream. This is a good ice cream store.
You know what I like about college girls? I keep getting older. They stay the same age.
Yeah, but here's the difference, though. You're ugly. You can't chase them. Yeah, you ain't got these pearly whites.
I damn sure ain't got them pearly whites.
And you ain't got one
You
of
can
these.
see them
that's heavy.
things. They put off radiation. They're so damn bright.
Look at this. And you ain't got one of these that's heavy. See how thick that is? It was hard to pull this out. This
Money? I got money.
Yeah, but I'll open mine and let mothballs out. I don't spend money. I'm a cheapskate.
We say dazed and confused.
What's that?
Lisa Ann says dazed and confused.
She got the right movie.
Yep.
No, they're not running from me, Bocce. Believe me, if I could open up this phone and show you all the text messages from about 30 different women, you'd understand.
What's the one chick's name, Ed? Do you remember? The black chick.
Chocolate
What's her
bunny.
name? Dark chocolate?
Chocolate bunny. Chocolate is a treat to
Chocolate
eat.
bunny. Yeah. Chocolate bunny.
That's right.
Yeah.
She's still in my black book.
Yeah.
Hey, put this way, and I'll put this way. I've been on that panel, Bocce, with two different women in a week apart. So they don't run.
You just
My
run them
old
by
lady
the
disappeared for some fucking reason.
when you
Sorry.
run them by the hour, they don't run away.
I don't pay people. I don't pay
When
for
you're
nothing.
paying for them.
I don't pay for nothing.
It don't matter if you're with a woman, you're paying in one way or another.
Oh, that's right, but I ain't paying
Yeah,
for
that's
that.
true.
I'm not gigolo like people think.
See, I was lucky because my old lady makes twice as much money as I do. So I'm the one that made out right. See, Mr. Briggs, you got money, so it's easy for you to get women. But if you're poor and ugly like me and could still pull a woman that's 5 years younger than you, then you're doing something. And
Hey,
she makes more money than I.
Nate, look at. I'm not gorgeous. See, I'm a gray-haired old man. I don't spend my money. I'm a cheapskate. That ain't what. And I don't spend. You
That's
kidding
why.
me?
That's why he ain't got a woman right there. He said it because I'm a cheapskate.
I admit it. I'm cheap and I'm single.
You got to spend that money if you want some women, man. You got to start
I don't
throwing that
have-
money around.
Hey, Nate. Hey, I'll put it like this. Right now, I might be out here in my garage. Okay. She might be in the house, but y'all saw she called me, said, hey, dinner's ready. And I can guarantee you, I've got a very good woman in there.
Hey, guess what? I can go. I can cook my own food. If I want a woman to cook for me, I got a mother that'll cook anything I want. She's got a bushel of green tomatoes there.
Good. Don't brag about that.
My mother will cook anything I want for me. I don't
Yeah,
need that.
hey,
Mr. Briggs just went down one notch in my cool
Right.
book.
okay.
I
The
don't
thing about
care.
it, when I came out here, when Ed went live, she was in there sleeping. She goes, "You could have woke me up." I said, "You look so peaceful, happy." I didn't want to disturb her, so I come out here, be up on panel and everything, and see what was going on. And it's like the next thing I know, she's awake, and she didn't tell me she was getting dinner ready. I didn't ask her, and that's one thing I love about it. I mean, she goes, "Okay, dinner's ready."
That's fine.
That's it.
That some people want that. I don't want that.
That's your problem, not mine.
I've been
So,
there.
I've got a
I've
half
been there.
dozen women. I got a half dozen women right now. I can make a phone call, say, "Hey, you want to cook me dinner?" It would be cooked. I just don't.
Exactly. I could do the same thing. I got people who cook for me. I don't eat much. Do I need dinner every day? Hell no. Do I eat lunch every day? Hell no. Do I eat breakfast every day? Hell no. I eat twice a week if that. At halftime the food goes away.
What are you, a
If I-
reptile?
If I eat breakfast pizza, mate, that's what I eat mostly of. If you open up my cupboards or my refrigerator, you'd shit. It's full of beer and soda. That's all it's in there.
I eat 2-3 times a day. I admit it. I'm a big old boy.
Yep.
I
And you
eat.
see, I eat several
You're a big
times.
boy,
a
though,
day.
Ed. Yeah, but I don't want a beer. I want a beer gut with beer, not beer gut of food. And I don't have a gut anyways. I don't want to be 2-ton testy. Some people it don't bother. That's fine. I don't want. I'm
Hey,
not.
I'm
I
proud
don't
of my
gain
beer
weight.
belly. Took me 20 years to grow this beer belly.
That's right.
Yeah,
I'm not. I weigh 158 pounds
I got a beer belly.
with
Soaking wet.
food and beer.
I just had a big old 40.
There you go.
Yep.
My
Yeah.
wife used to make food for me all the time, and half time I'd sit there and say I'm not hungry. I didn't eat it, and I'm not going to eat it because she thinks I should eat it. I don't want to eat 3 square meals a day. I go in spurts where I can't stop eating, and other times I eat nothing. I haven't eaten nothing in 3 days.
Hey, Brick.
I'm mad.
Hey, if you don't want to eat 3 square meals a day, get round plates.
I don't want 3 round meals a day. Even I'm not a big eater. I've never been a big eater. Now,
That's
my
the
mom,
problem.
like my, what's the problem? What is the problem for what?
Because you're not eating enough. That's probably why you're so skinny.
I'm fine with my size. Matter of fact, doctor tells me I'm perfect weight.
What we need to talk about, Mr. Briggs, is your sleeping habits.
Yeah.
What's why that?
Because
If you're
I,
on live
for one, have
stream,
probably
you fall
seen you fall asleep on live streams twice. And it looks like
I don't-
everybody's getting a good laugh out of you falling asleep on
I don't
Betsy
care.
or
Let
somebody's
him laugh,
live
but
stream
that's
the other night.
actually I was trying to shut the phone off and it wouldn't shut off, so I said to hold it. It was acting goofy. This is a brand new phone, so I just put on mute and just said to hold it.
Yeah. Did you see that last night, Nate?
No, I didn't see it.
Brandon, he didn't go live last night because he was having a bad toothache. So I took his place. Briggs comes up, and next thing I know is we hear snoring, and it's like I had him on mute and everything. And every now and then, probably about every 30 to 45 minutes, I'd unclick, unmute, and he's still there snoring. And
Oh,
everybody
that
was
phone
going,
would not. I'm telling you, Nate, Mater, that phone would not shut off. It wouldn't do nothing. It was said overheat. I figured it would do something. I even put it. I put it on the floor and said to hold it. It wouldn't shut off. I said to hold it. I tried to get down. I was tired. I went to go to bed and it wouldn't come down.
Yep.
I said to hold it. I knew
"But
about
we hear you snoring. We heard you
Huh?
snoring." And
That's
Ed's like,
fine.
"Hang on,
That's because the phone would not shut off. I said to hold it. I left it running. I figured the battery would die eventually. It never did eventually.
Matt Mater, it's happened at least twice on Ed's stream. Ed,
I don't
you
care.
remember.
Hey, I work hard. I half the time when they do lives, it's after I've been up all day on Saturday because I stay up all day Saturday because I usually work Sunday night. I'm usually on my way to work now, but I'm on vacation, so I'm almost here at the store getting my ice cream, a drive-through ice cream store. See, We got some nice stuff.
All I know, Nate, is that it was mentioned last night. What I should do is don't shut the live stream down, but everybody, I could stop my camera and mic and just leave it up and see how long it would go. And everything, just for him to be up there.
Oh, he'd go forever till tomorrow morning sometime.
Yep. Hey, at least I would have gotten some good watch time.
There
Yeah,
you go.
good watch time,
There
man.
you go. Next time, do that. I don't care. You can change the title. The end is Mr. Briggs' store. What do we got? Okay.
Well, I tell you what's real funny. I heard about there's channels out there.
Type the small chocolate
There's
peanut butter
no,
twist.
Yep. There's no host and everything. It's just people in chat talking. And on those, I've heard that it was mentioned last night. Man, you get like 300 people just in chat alone. It'll run for
Y'all
several
don't remember? Y'all don't remember the old dial-up days back in the day, man, where you pulled up, you went in the chat rooms and it was just a black screen and like green lettering.
Oh, I
You-
remember
you
those
just-
days.
That's all you did was chat. There was no pictures. There was no nothing.
Yep.
It was just random crap. People sitting there. You remember that, Ed, don't you?
Uh-huh.
the good old AOL days.
Yep. It was a black screen with the lettering. Like you could just write on, type whatever.
Look at the size of this thing, and that's a
Yeah.
small.
Wow.
And if you're really into it, you got the Cheetah Chat upgrade for the Yahoo chat, so everything would be faster, and you had more emojis and all kinds of stuff.
Oh, that was big money then. I didn't do that.
Well, Cheetah Chat was free. It was just a program that would work with Yahoo Chat, but it gave you could type more stuff in and everything else.
Uh-oh, I got trouble. I'm a bad boy.
You kind of sort of need that because you have phone calls.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. It's all good. It's Cajun. He's in the chat, so you don't have to worry about it.
Oh.
Hi, Ed. How are you? Hi, Nate.
Hi, Crystal.
Hey, Snooze a lot.
Cajun, I got me. All right. Hang on. Let me see what Cajun wanted.
Well, he asked for the link, and I dropped it, but he never come up in the basement.
No.
Uh-oh. Mr. Briggs just hit a bump and dropped his ice cream cone.
Damn, stupid damn railroad.
Not on the Audi.
No, we got a big railroad track.
TTIC. TT with ice cream.
Mm-mm. No, TT stands for Tourist Trophy. Look it up. TT, the Audi TT, the TT stands for Tourist Trophy. I don't know what crack pipe they were smoking when they named it Tourist Trophy, but I just did. That's what it is.
Same
And
shit.
it's
Well, they have
designed in California.
Four-cylinder turbo.
It's the same engineers that decided
They
it'd
all
be a
have
great
turbo.
idea to put a Hellcat in a minivan.
Yeah, I know.
So, oh. But yeah, I hope we get a break in the humidity around here. It sucks.
I love it. Bye, Sebastian. See you next week.
Woohoo! Nate, $3.
Oh, let's pull over here and eat this ice cream. Let's see what the fun, crazy the town.
I just
Looney
realized
Tunes
what
are.
that car was that he's got. It's like the little Volkswagen convertible, right? The Beetle. It looks just like that.
It looks nothing like a Beetle.
Yeah,
Doesn't it
it's
got the
60
little flower holder right there in the dash? Oh wait, that is
No.
the Beetle.
No, it's got the 6-inch turbo on it.
That's what it says on the hood. Let's say they're talking about. I was looking that up today. It says 6.1 IN, but that's the model IN. So it's a 6 IN with turbo, whatever the hell that means.
I'm pretty sure it's only like a one. Is it 2.0? What is it? What size motor?
1.8.
1.85 valve.
1.8. 5 valve. What's it got? 3 exhaust valves?
It's yeah. No, 3 intake and 2 exhaust.
Yeah.
It's a 5 valve engine. No, I don't want none. Keep rolling. Yeah, keep rolling. I got a CC. Keep rolling. You want to see? Yeah, I didn't think.
Pull up. Go find you one of them little Volkswagen turbos. That'd be a good race.
This is 1.25 liter.
Oh, you need more. You need 3 more points. 0.3 more liters, Ed.
You know, I didn't buy this car to go fast anyways. I bought because I liked the car. I've always wanted one.
You could have got a Volkswagen Beetle for way cheaper, and they come turbo.
Hey, Nate, I paid $3,500 for this thing.
Oh, that's pretty cheap. I ain't gonna lie. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I always wanted a TT. I don't want a fucking bug. I want a TT.
For a convertible, that's pretty good. I'd probably drive the shit out of it for that price too. I ain't gonna lie.
And guess what? You know where it came from? Florida.
That means some old lady probably drove it around.
Yeah, considering the Monkey CDs were still in the back.
What'd you get? Anything good?
She probably had a heart attack in it.
Yeah, and I got leather. The leather interior's in good shape.
So, all right, guys, we're coming up on the hour and a half mark. I've got to work in the morning, and I got a few more things I need to take care of before I go to bed. So we're going to have to shut her down here. I appreciate everybody coming in and saying hi, hanging out. Nate,
I was here.
Appreciate it. Mater, Mr. Briggs, everybody in the chat. Appreciate y'all. And like I said, check out the new cooking video coming up Wednesday. It's a good one. So everybody want to say their goodbyes, and we'll shut this thing down.
Yeah, lick it just like that, Mr. Briggs. I'm going to sleep now. Yeah, lick it. Give me something to remember you
I ain't
by.
licking nothing here. You want to lick it? Here.
Demonetized.
I'll tell you what. If that was a large,
There you go, ladies. There you go, ladies. You see what he's working with.
Good night, everybody.